today, I'm just pretty much here to share the habits of success that I've learned over the years to be where I am today, and hopefully inspire some people to improve their habits and pretty much what you do throughout the day to improve your lives. So I pretty much introduced myself, but that's my family, my wife, my children. My wife also did martial arts before as well too. That's pretty much how we initially got to meet. Kind of stuck her photo in there, so she doesn't take my behind now after the presentation. But yeah, so pretty much I'm going to explain to you, what I do throughout the day to reach where I am today. So the first thing that everyone has to do is you have to create your daily list and you have to crush them. So what I do right now is, I have my daily routine that I run where I, write my daily list throughout the day. I wake up, review my list. Before I sleep, I review my list. And everyone here should have some kind of list that you do right throughout the day, before and after. And I have my daily list, my weekly list, my 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and my ultimate 3 to 5 year list. And what happens is, throughout the day, as you learn to crush your list, and you get to cross out various things on your list, you start growing from that opportunity each time. So what happens is, if something took you an hour to complete, now, over some time, as you get into this list building and list crushing routine, you're able to actually finish that maybe hour task in 10 minutes or even shorter as well. So, this has been happening for me, and what I've been doing is, I've been building onto my list now, because now my list has been getting shorter and shorter throughout my life, where I'm able to add something to learn every day. So what I do is, I add something onto my list where I'm able to learn at least one new thing a day. So what that means is, in an annual base, I get to learn at least 365 new things a year. Okay? And what that's done for me is, that's really giving me the opportunity to grow myself and get myself more prepared pretty much for anything that comes after. Reminders and branding. So the biggest reason why a lot of people lose motivation, and I'm actually just human, just like everyone else, so my motivation drops just like everyone else as well too, and I do have my up and downs as well. But what I do is, I have my branding that I do for myself, online and in person as well too, and that helps me to keep my motivation, keep my fire going. So for example, this is one of my past events that I spoke at. I'm just in my sweatshirt and hoodie, and it just says GSC 100. Ever since I was younger, I always said, I am going to have 100 businesses one day. I am going to help 100 people change their lives. I am going to inspire 100 people to live and pretty much have a dream and be able to do what they love to do. So pretty much that's the way the 100 phrase started off. And GSC simply means get stuff done. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the version of what I said, but GSC 100 is pretty much my brand and my passion. So in my suit, in my inner pocket, I'll have GSC 100 inside, but nobody actually knows that because I don't do this to show. I do this for myself. So whenever I put my suit on or whenever I put anything on, I understand that, hey, this was my purpose. This is what I'm going to do, and this is going to help me to remember to continue to do my purpose in life. And if you see, pretty much it's on my car, it's on my hoodie, it's on my clothes, my whole wardrobe. I don't wear Nike. I wear my brand. So I only wear something that will motivate me to continue. And again, I set up various reminders in my life. The second one is Warrior Superpower. It's a book that I've been writing for 5 years. And every year, I erase everything and start all over again. And the reason why I do this is because every year, as I become more knowledgeable, the book's been getting better and better. Hopefully one day it does get published. But just the fact that I have this reminder set up on my smartphone background, in my home, or wherever I have this book reminder, it reminds me that the purpose of the book was to help everyone, because everybody in here as well has a superpower, to find your own superpower, to grow that talent, and the book pretty much teaches you how to do that. So we've been doing that, and like I said, the book's been getting better every year, and I highly recommend that everyone here, you should all start your own book. And everybody has their story. Whether the story gets published or not, the fact that you get to improve on your book and your title every year will help you grow tremendously. Lastly, the reminder that I do is, obviously this is a digital generation where everybody that you meet, you shake hands with, they will look you up, they'll check out your website, they'll check out your social media platforms, and when they do look you up, the average person's attention span is getting shorter and shorter over time. So what we have to do is, we need to brand yourself in a way where about 15 seconds into them getting to know you, they have to want to get to know you better. And for you to do this, everybody needs like their 15-second clip or some kind of photo that really sparks their attention enough where they kind of want to get to know you and about your company a little bit better. So I'm going to show you my 15-second one before I move on to my next habit. In order for you to become successful, you have to be an expert problem solver. And what I'm doing today is I'm condensing the habits that I've built up over some time to allow me to be what I am today. So in order for you to become an expert problem, every single problem that comes into your life has to be solved within 24 to 48 hours. So you time yourself in a fashion where the biggest reason why a lot of people find hard times becoming successful is because your problems linger in your life, and these problems never disappear. And what happens the next day, more problems come into place, right? So your problem list now becomes bigger and bigger. If you have a plumbing issue in your house, you have to be able to solve that in 24 to 48 hours. If you have an online web issue, graphic issue, any kind of issue, relationship issue in your life, if the way you think is every single problem that I have, I will solve it in 24 to 48 hours, your life will become much more successful as well. And the way you do this is you build a Rolodex of success, and that Rolodex is in your phone. So you need to be able to build your phone contact list with only important and VIPs in your life where if any one problem does come, you're able to pick up your phone or write your email and solve that problem in 24 to 48 hours. Bulletproof your skin. And this is probably one of the hardest things that I learned over some time. But in your life, you have to be able to master the filter. And the filter is your haters and your naysayers. As you become more and more successful, there will only be more hate that comes into your life. More success equals more haters. Okay, so you need to be able to build up your skin strong enough where any type of hate, you put on your bulletproof vest and let them reflect right off of you. Your naysayers are actually even more dangerous because these naysayers might actually be your friends, it may be your family, it may be your closest ones. And the thing about naysayers is that when my motivation is at an all-time high, the naysayers will kind of bring that motivation right back down, and they put brakes on your life to keep on getting to move forward. So definitely, again, you need to put on that vest and be able to block all the naysayers as well. Lastly, for myself, I'm a leader with what I do as well. I take accountability for everything that I do. Okay? If there is a problem that occurs, it's all my fault, and I don't fall into depression. And a lot of people, when the more problems they have, if you change your mindset and think that, hey, this is my fault and this is why it happened, and again, you go back to the 24 to 48 hours, fix it in 24 to 48 hours, and you can use that as an opportunity to keep on building. Learn to enjoy failure, and this is another difficult one as well too. I opened up a 10,000 square feet business with a partner in Virginia, closed in 3 months. I opened up a business in New Jersey with another partner, closed. I opened up multiple online platforms, online companies, and closed. But what I've learned over some time is I've learned to enjoy it, because every single failure that I have, I use it as fuel to take my life up a couple of other notches. So if you will always have failure. Take that failure, learn to use it as fuel, and then just build off of it. And that should definitely help you as well too. Find a mentor. Everybody needs a coach. In order to be successful, everybody needs a coach. LeBron James, the NBA has the best coach. Every single athlete, every single entrepreneur, every single doctor, everybody has a coach, especially the ones that do make it to their peak in their life. And in order for you to find your peak in your life, you need to find a mentor that will guide you, bring the best out in you, and pretty much go from there. One of my favorite quotes is from Jim Rohn: "You're the average of 5 people you spend the most time with. Your circle of 5 should always be changing, and you should be making your best effort to change that group of 5, make it an elite 5, and start building off of that as well too. Because if all of your friends love to play basketball, most likely you will be playing basketball. If all of your friends love to be an entrepreneur, most likely you might be an entrepreneur, right? So who you surround yourself with will really determine how your life moves. Master the art of confidence. And confidence, what I've learned over some time is, the more you know, the more confident you will be. And the way you do this is, I used to hate reading, ever since like some years back, but you have to read. You have to read the books that are important for you, in your life. Okay? If you are studying medicine, you need to find the person that made it to that category at the highest peak of their life. Because the thing with books is, whatever category that you're in, imagine you getting an opportunity to learn every single life secret of one person in one book or in 3 hours. Right? So, by you doing this, again, you're investing in yourself, increasing your knowledge, and as your knowledge grows, your confidence level will grow. And for everyone over here, there will always be one time when someone comes to your life with an opportunity. Instead of saying no, just say yes first. Even if you think that you don't know how to do it all the way, just say yes first. And if you have that knowledge, building, confidence set up in your life will definitely grow as well too. Lastly, this is actually a very interesting habit that I have in my life as well too. I never buy. I never go shop. I never just go to a nice steakhouse just because I want to go eat at a nice steakhouse. Okay, so what I've done for my success is small wins equal small rewards, which means let's say I'm really trying to complete, last year I tried to read 50 books throughout the year. When I read one book, to me that was a small reward. So I deserve maybe a nice steak dinner or maybe a nice dinner, right? And that will earn my buy to go for that dinner, right? And obviously the 50 books is a big reward, so you have to get yourself something a little bit nicer. When I was younger, I always really wanted a Rolex. And I said when I open up my 20th business, I will go out and buy it that same day. And when I bought it the same day, came back, and I never wear it because I'm not very materialistic. But that process, for me getting from one business to 20 businesses, really helps me, right? Because it lets you remember, and you have your reminders once you get set up, where you're motivated to pursue and motivated to continue. On my 35th business, I said, hey, I'm going to go out and buy my 8, right? I did that on my 35th business that same day. I did it, and I never drive it. And I noticed that I have no need for it, right? But it's just in my house, and that's the end of that as well too. But again, if you make big rewards for your house, it could be something that you think is impossible to achieve. If you have that set in stone, you will really start building some skills and some habits to actually make those rewards come true for yourself. Lastly, be accountable for your dreams by sharing them with others. My dream, as I told you guys in the beginning, was that 100, right? I always say GST 100. And as I started telling people more and more, you start becoming accountable for these dreams. Instead of keeping a dream to yourself, the more I say it, the closer it is. We're like 40 plus right now. I came here and I gave my message to many people as well too. So I am accountable once again for myself to really make that dream happen, right? To make my dream happen, to make the world a better place, to help 100 people have their career, have their success in their lives. So again, everyone here, you all have your dreams. Okay? Don't keep those dreams inside of you. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone that you know. And I truly hope that your dream may come true. Thank you.